Animal Farm is a political allegory written by George Orwell, published in 1945. The novella uses a group of farm animals to satirize the events leading up to the Russian Revolution of 1917 and the subsequent rise of the Soviet Union. Orwell explores themes of power, corruption, and the betrayal of ideals through the tale of a farm where animals overthrow their human owner, only to end up under a new, oppressive regime. The story begins on Manor Farm, where the animals, led by Old Major, an elderly boar, gather to hear his vision of a society free from human tyranny. Old Major encourages the animals to rebel against Mr. Jones, the drunken farmer who mistreats them. After Old Major dies, 3 pigs, Napoleon, Snowball and Squealer, take up his cause and organize a rebellion. The animals successfully overthrow Mr. Jones and take over the farm, renaming it Animal Farm. They establish a set of principles called animalism, summarized by the maxim, all animals are equal. Initially, the farm thrives under the animals' collective efforts. Snowball, one of the pigs, develops plans for a windmill to improve productivity and quality of life. But Napoleon, another pig, seizes power by using a group of trained attack dogs to chase Snowball away. Napoleon declares himself the leader and gradually begins to consolidate his authority, sidelining other voices and manipulating the animals. Napoleon's leadership quickly becomes tyrannical. He revises the commandments of animalism to suit his desires and uses Squealer, the pig who acts as his spokesperson, to spread propaganda and manipulate the truth. The pigs begin to enjoy privileges, such as living in the farmhouse, drinking alcohol and trading with humans, all of which were originally forbidden. The commandments are subtly altered to justify their actions, while the other animals, led to believe they are still working toward a common good, remain overworked, hungry and disillusioned. The pigs continue to exploit the other animals, and the farm descends into oppression and inequality. The windmill, initially a symbol of progress, becomes a tool for Napoleon to exert control, with the animals laboring tirelessly for little reward. Napoleon eliminates his rivals through purges and executions, mirroring the methods of totalitarian regimes. By the end of the story, the pigs have become indistinguishable from the humans they once overthrew. They walk on 2 legs, wear clothes, and engage in trade with neighboring farmers. The final commandment, all animals are equal, is altered to read, all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. The other animals looking through the farmhouse window can no longer tell the difference between the pigs and the humans. The novella illustrates how power can corrupt even those who begin with good intentions. Napoleon and the pigs, who initially promise equality and freedom, become as oppressive and cruel as the humans they replaced. Orwell critiques the idea that power can be wielded justly without accountability. Animal Farm shows how revolutionary ideals can be betrayed by those who rise to power. The principles of animalism are gradually distorted and abandoned, reflecting how revolutionary movements can be undermined by internal corruption and the self-interest of leaders. Through the character of Squealer and the use of propaganda, Orwell explores how language and misinformation can be used to control and manipulate people. The pigs use propaganda to justify their actions, alter history, and maintain control over the other animals. The story serves as an allegory for class struggle, illustrating how the working class, represented by the other farm animals, is exploited by those in power, the pigs. Despite their efforts, the animals remain oppressed, demonstrating the cyclical nature of power and inequality. The transformation of the pigs into human-like figures represents the cyclical nature of tyranny. Despite the promise of a new order, the animals find themselves under a regime that is just as oppressive as the one they overthrew. Orwell suggests that without checks and balances, any form of government can devolve into tyranny. In conclusion, Animal Farm is a powerful allegory that critiques the corruption of revolutionary ideals and the dangers of unchecked power. Through its narrative of the rise and fall of an animal-led society, Orwell examines human nature, the fragility of freedom, and the complexities of political power.